Hi everyone, it's Irene and I'm back to show you another version of how you can get some of these images coffee dyeing your paper for any project. It does not have to be just for junk journals. So I received these beautiful die cuts from Carrie K on Facebook group Junk Journal Junkies. We were in a doily swap, and instead of getting doilies, which I don't need, she sent me some beautiful die cuts. Now these have been coffee dyed. This one has yet to be coffee dyed, but it shortly will be, and that's how I got these images right here on this 24-pound paper I buy to do my coffee dyeing on. Here are the two small butterflies, and they are right here. Isn't that pretty? And then this big butterfly right here is this one right here. Isn't that pretty? So if you don't want to make any caulk molds and stencils, you can use die cuts you might have on hand. It doesn't matter how big or small, it works just the same, and I will show you how I do mine. Now in the previous video I showed you how I take a really good dark solution that I keep of coffee in this bottle, and I put it in one of these glass jars, and I put about that much, and then I just dilute it with some of this alcohol I get from my dollar store, but you can get it at Walmart or anywhere. Just dilute it up. Super pretty. And I add any color eyeshadow you wish to add, just to add some shimmer and shine to the paper, and it works really well. And just in case, for those who don't know, what you do with these is when you unscrew this, there's this little brush here, you can just throw that away, and when you look down the inside of this, that's the opening, and you just turn it upside down and bang it, and it comes out. And there's a lot of it in here, so I've had this for several years, and you can get a lot out of this, not knowing that I have two on hand just in case. And it doesn't matter what color. The shimmer is super pretty. Take a spoon and just get that going in there. And I like to use these really super cheap brushes I get at Home Depot or Lowe's. And here's a stack of paper I have, huge stack. And what I do is, when I usually have my mom with me, or late at night, I can just do this at my tabletop. I just use this brush because it doesn't drip coming out. See, it doesn't drip. If you guys can see that. And it's super loaded with coffee coming out. It doesn't make a mess on my table. And I just do it on a stack of all this coffee paper. Beautiful. Get it nice and soaked up. I think that's the trick, is you get it nice and soaked. At least it works for me, is when I get this nice and soaked. And because it has alcohol, some of it will start drying quite fast. So here's a brand new die cut I got from Carrie K. I put it down on a thing, and I just go over it with more coffee. And I really get it nice and soaked. If you can see that, nice and soaked. And then I take my heat gun and just hit it really quickly, and I stay right above it. Of course, you don't want to go too close and burn it or anything, but I just start drawing really well over that butterfly and get that imprint going. I know some people have had a hard time getting that imprint just fine, but this technique works in the oven just as well. I'm just here to show you how I do it with my heat gun. And I just wait till it gets nice and dry. It'll start curling up, and then that's how you know it's done. Super, super pretty. Very fun to use in all kinds of projects. I know there's a lot of people out there who don't do junk journals. If you're into cards or mixed media, this is a great technique to use upon that. Almost done. Get it nice and dry. I can see the shimmer. I can see the imprint of that butterfly coming out. Really pretty. Super pretty. My paper's curling up, so that tells me it's almost ready. Pull it off for you so you can see. See, it pulled it off. And there's my imprint. Isn't that pretty? And if you look closely, if you're in person, maybe the camera can't pick it up, but it has that shimmer to it also. And then I would continue drying off the rest of the piece of paper. And it's super, super pretty. And it's there to stay. Nothing is going to ruin it. And it's ready to go in any project. So if you can't make those silicone molds and make your own stencils for projects. I use this for all kinds of things. You can also go to your die cutting machine, get your die cuts out, cut some of these beautiful things out that we all have. Maybe if you're in a swap and you have some extras and you don't quite know what to do with them, here's a great way to use them with a little coffee, some paper, and look at the beautiful design you can get. So I hope this helps those who are having a tough time understanding. Hopefully this makes a little bit better sense to you. If not, let me know, and I'll try to go about showing it in a different way, but it's just as easy as that. Now the same way goes for these doilies. Same thing, you just take it, wet paper, put your doily down, wet your doily, and then dry with your heat gun or in the oven, and the doily should come out just as well. I have been making quite a few of them here, and it's been a lot of fun. So here's a doily print right here, and that's exactly how I did these. And those doilies are right here. See? Very pretty, very fun. And you can use this, and you can use this. Now, for those people who are wondering about the paper underneath, yes, it did get wet, which is fine with me, because I'm just going to paintbrush this and start all over. So much fun, very addicting, and I hope you guys give it a try. Love to see what you guys can come up with. Thanks for stopping by, everyone, and have a great evening. Bye-bye.